All right, Knights of Apollo, welcome back to another glorious, I was gonna say siege battle, but this isn't exactly a siege battle, but it is a siege battle. It's like a mountain pass battle, but technically it is a siege battle. This is Rise of Mordor. This battle replay was sent in by Ellington. Ellington's a good guy. He's got his own channel. It's linked down in the video description, so thank you, Ellington, for this battle replay. You can see there's a little bit of an ambush here set up by Isengard, but the attackers have kind of sniffed it out, and they are now retreating over to the main forces here. So let me really quick show you this this settlement. I don't think I've seen this map before. I think this is Gundabad like Mountains or something, but it's a really cool mountain pass. You can see there's another area over here you can set up an ambush. It's also another area you can shift troops through. So this is a really cool setup. Now the capture point is over here. So it's over here, yeah. Which is a pretty cool little last stand area, so that will make for an interesting situation. We got another middle area over here, which it looks like you can capture and get a victory point, so increases morale. So very cool. The map is awesome. Let's go back over to this main fight. Looks like it's going to start up here pretty soon. But let's tab out and let me just show you the bird's eye view. You can see the attackers are going one path. They could go this way, and you can see there's a lot of defenders here. But yeah, they're gonna send in all of their forces into one area. But here's the bad thing about that is that these troops here can easily shift over, and I think that's what's gonna happen if they commit all these troops to this one side. Really quick, let's look at the factions here, because it looks like this one's about to start off here. In the front lines, we've got the dwarves. We have Erebor ready to fight for their gold and riches. I don't know what they're fighting for. This is not a very themed battle. It's kind of like a ragtag force of forces, you know, like good and evil mixed together. But oh god, look at these guys. They look awesome. And then back here we have the Imladris elves. So they're going to be on the battlefield. We have a Rune bringing the Easterlings to the fight. So they're very cool. I love the uniforms of the Easterlings. And then we have Dogeldor. We got some orcs in the army. So very awesome. So those are the attacking forces. Let's go ahead and look at the defenders of Gundabad. So over here we've got Dale. Dale mixed in with Isengard. They are mostly defending this side. You can see they got some Mordor rabble. This is the rabble that Sauron sent to Saruman when he was like building his army. He's like, hey, I got some slaves for you. You know, cut down some trees and whatever. But yeah, we got Dale over here. They're ready to go. Shipman, that's awesome. So Dale's all mixed in. Over on the other side, though, we've got some good guys as well. We've got, well, Dale's a good guy. Here's more Isengard. That's not, we got the dwarves. That's what I was looking for. The dwarves are over here. But you know that classic battle of the Black Gate when Gimli looks to Legolas. Never thought I would die next to an elf. What about a friend? I can do that. Yeah, well, we've got the woodland elves over here, and we all know that Legolas is a woodland elf. So how about that? I'm pretty sure he is. I hope he is. Then I'm gonna sound like a complete idiot here. But yeah, those are the forces. We'll go back over to this main fight. Again, they kind of like sniffed out the, they're just looking for ambushers. Actually, it looks like he was setting up his archers over on this flank to fire down at any of the troops over in this little area. It looks like it did kind of push back the troops a little bit for these marksmen of Dale, which, you know, I get it. They're trying to push archers away from this ledge because obviously they can get a really good flank shot, you know, once they're pushing in with these troops. So there you have it, guys. They're moving in. Look at this main force here. Let's just admire this force of Erebor axe warriors marching towards the front line. Look at all of them. He's also got some warriors of the Red Mountains. They're like a big mace or warhammer type unit. They look so awesome. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. The dwarves is where it's at, okay? The dwarves are the sickest faction in this dang mod. So yeah, I love the dwarves. Also, I mean, all the factions are really awesome. I mean, Gondor's cool. Isengard's cool. Which, speaking of Isengard, we've got some crossbows opening fire at the Erebor Axe Warriors, actually doing a considerable amount of damage. Look at that. They're down to 92, originally having 115, now 89. But they will be screened. They will be protected as the archers of, I think this is the Imladris archers. No, this is the Easterling archers who are just opening fire and trying to cover the dwarven advance. But the dwarves are having a tough time. Look at this. Down to 68 men. My goodness, keep those shields up, because you're looking like Swiss cheese over here. It's not looking good. But they definitely, and they are shifting over some crossbows to help with that. I feel bad for the dwarves. I would hate to be in this unit. You literally witnessed pretty much half of your unit just die. Like, how many friends of your unit is just gone now because of the dang crossbows of Isengard? And here we go, big push right here. Look at this. Yeah, the Easterlings are upset. They're like, these dwarves were my friends. And they charge in and go after the Mordor rabble, put them in their place. Say like, hey, rabble, stop rabbling out here and get back behind. Oh, they're like, no, we must rabble. we're gonna push forward and rabble. Look at these orcs. A lot of the times it's hard to see the orcs like face features and skin because it's behind armor, but here you can actually see it. The lighting is terrible for Attila, but oh yeah, disgusting. Imagine that face looking at you in the middle of the night. Like, hey, are you gonna make any Tostita pizza bites, pizza rolls? Like, oh, get away from me. Whatever it's called. Anyways, we got a push here by some Varg Lancers from Rune. They're going in against the Mordor rabble. Again, trying to push the rabble back. I guess the rabble's just kind of being like a harassment unit. And it's causing some concern for the attackers because they don't want their archers to be harassed by this rabble that's just running around going rabble, rabble, rabble. But look at this force being. Look at this. This is sick. Look at this army. Look at that. The layers and layers of troops. That looks so awesome. Now we got archers opening fire. It looks like they're firing at the Varg Lancers as they retreat, but my goodness, what a sight to be seen. All these units ready for battle. But yeah, let's see. Let's turn back on the HUD. Yeah, the horse archers still just kind of running around. What kind of horse are these? Oh, it's the elves. The fancy elves and their bows. So they're just kind of running around, and I don't know what they're doing. Maybe they're just soaking up ammo. I think they're just trying to shoot at whatever they can. Try to soften them up. Over on this side, sure enough, they have pulled back some units because they're not attack. It's obvious they're not going to attack. Honestly, I would pull back more. I mean, they have 3 units here defending. They don't even need it. I guess just in case they sneak a unit over, they'll be ready. But the rest of the units have pushed back. You can see they're all marching this way. It's mostly woodland elves making their way over towards the other front line. So yeah, here let's go back over here and see what's happening, if they're gonna push or not. But it's just been a big standstill. You know, it's a lot of touch and go, a lot of skirmishing. We got some dwarven crossbows being pushed up and going against the Uruk-hai crossbows. The orc folk. Half man, half orc, kind of. I don't know. Nobody really knows for sure. Some dark magic. It's like they're orcs, but they're somewhat smarter and bigger. But yeah, they're getting shot up right now. They're really trying to suppress the archers of the attackers, and it's been going well. But finally, we have an infantry commitment of dwarves going against the watch post sentries. These guys aren't really going to hold too long. But yeah, a lot of dwarves are committing to the front line. Oh, these warriors of the Red Mountains. They're going to do a lot of damage. Look at them. They're just slicing, or should I say bashing, through the watch post sentries because, you know, they've got warhammers. They're not exactly slicing and dicing. Here comes more reinforcements coming in. Oh, they're actually going to shift troops around. Look at that. Boom. Yeah, I don't know why he did that. I don't think that was really necessary, but it is a push, and they are making great ground here. Now, I hope they send units over at this flank. We've got a force here of Urukai infantry who are ready to fight for Saruman. Who do you serve? You. You, I guess. I mean, I don't really have a choice. But here comes a push of Goldor blades. Goldor blades, yeah. And there's a big retreat here. I mean, imagine being the watchman post and you're holding the front line. You're like, yeah, we're fighting against the dwarves. They're elite soldiers, but yet we hold. And then they look behind you and you're like, guys? 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 You're just gonna let us get flanked? Okay. Poor watch post. Just lay down your spears and join the dwarves. It's the only right way. So yeah, the dwarves are... Oh, hidden units. Oh, yeah. They discovered the Urukai infantry into the tree line with the rangers here. Oof. Arrows flying down. So, yeah, the defenders have fallen back, which makes sense. It's much more narrow over here, so they need less troops to do it. But man, I feel bad for these watch post sentries. And they really just need to flank around these guys and kill them already. You know, like, I guess they're just waiting for them to break, whatever, no big deal. But we go back over into this front line. We got the Urukai infantry. Man, the Urukai are just so awesome looking. They just look so cool. I mean, Sauron has to be like, okay, Saruman, you did a good job with the armor. Like, I give you props there. That looks really kick-ass, you know? Like, my orcs don't look as cool, but, you know, your Urukai, woof. Fire. That looks amazing. I mean, seriously, look at these guys. Look at him. He's, like, looking at us. He's like, you like the way I look? I mean, the Dolgoldor looks pretty cool, too. But yeah, seriously, they look awesome. Here comes more Goldor blades going into the fight. And it looks like the attackers are doing an excellent job here. Oh, is he falling back? What's they're doing a lot of cycle stuff. I don't know why they're doing that. I don't know if they're shifting them around. What's over here? I think the dwarves sent a unit of dwarven warriors. They're like, all right, men, hold the flank, form shield wall. I hope to see the attackers go through this route. I mean, first off, it'd be sick to see an infantry battle in the tree line, but this is also a potential flanking opportunity. So we'll see what happens here between these two forces that are squaring off right now. I would definitely, if I was in the Isengard army, this is where I'd want to be. You know, like, you know, the other armies are, the big battles over there. I'm just watching the flank. I'm just watching the flank. You smell that? He's like, what is it? Dwarven flesh. Like, oh, you don't say. You don't say. You hungry? You had maggoty bread all the time? All right, so yeah, big push here. And we've got some shipmen from Dale that is pushed up to support Isengard. And Isengard is doing the same thing. They're kind of like cycling in and out troops, which is really risky in Total War Attila. Here comes some Dale Cav regiment. And they're actually kind of meeting the Lancers, the Varig Lancers of Rune, in the middle of all this infantry. But it you know, it kind of breaks my heart to see the dwarves killing men of Dale, you know? It breaks my heart. So the defenders have definitely sent up a lot of reinforcements to maintain this front line. We've got more troops that are cycling out. It's like, are they trying to get a charge bonus off? I'm not really too sure, but they have retreated. They've fallen back. Now they're going back in. You can see, look at them. They're just kind of like, all right, one at a time, one at a time. Back to the front. Who would have thought Dolgoldor would be so organized with their tactics? You know, like, I mean, when you think of like orcs, you don't think of like superior tactics, you know, like, just charge them. It's like, okay, we got a lot of numbers. Here comes more forces coming in. We've got Easterlings now sending in a big row of swordsmen. Dwarves now falling back. Oh, they're gonna set up shop here a little bit. They're gonna wait and see what happens. Wait and see. God, the dwarves look awesome. So let's see what's happening here. You can see they've kind of set up a multi-layered defense. They're actually currently falling back a considerable amount of forces over to the next layer. We got Lake Town Guard. It looks like it's mostly Dale. Yeah, it looks like it's all Dale. They're out of there. They're like, we already watched our watch post sentries. We're getting out of here. And they're going to fall back to a dwarven defense. So Erebor is a little divided here in this battle, you know? Like, do we help Dale? Do we attack Dale? Who knows? But it does look like over time, this defense is getting weaker and weaker against these attacking forces. Now we have the elves who sent in some, what are these guys? Please don't be hard to pronounce. Noldorian swordsmen. That's not too bad. I probably mispronounced it anyways. Who cares? I try. This is all fantasy anyways. None of this matters. No, it matters. Culturally, it matters. So yeah, it's only a matter of time until they break through here. They still have a ton of troops here ready to go. But, you know, really, honestly, like looking at the two sizes of these armies, I don't know. The attackers look like they still have a lot to fight through. Like a lot of troops to struggle through. I mean, that's all been abandoned, it looks like. The attackers are going full speed here. Now, what I would do with these guys is probably fall them back. The troops holding the flank forest. Probably fall them back over here just to kind of stay in line with the secondary defense. But, ooh, big break here from the initial defense. Oh, yeah, big break. We got the servants of the eye. We serve the eye. All right, okay, well, so you serve that eye. But they're pushing in, and they're going after the shipmen of Dale. Just kind of cleaning up the troops. This is what they enjoy most. This is what they live for, you know? They're riding around. They're like, you know what? I'm so grateful for days like these. Cutting down innocent people. It must be tough being evil, you know? It's hard to find things you're grateful for. I like being a servant of Sauron. He's a good guy. He's a good little demigod. Sure, you know, he's helped Melkor. And anyways, here comes some elves that are pushed up. And what is this? Oh, we've got Dale who are riding out to meet the elves. God, imagine being one of these horsemen. It doesn't matter how good of a horseman you are. You know, you could have started riding horses at the young age of 4 years old, and you're now like 25, and you're just a master at controlling a horse and riding a horse. And then you're like, oh, hey, you gotta charge some elves. You know, the immortal elves that have 1,000,000 lifetimes where they can master a horse. Like, oh, okay, well, I'm dead. But yeah, they're just riding around, just opening fire. Again, I think they're just kind of poking the enemy, getting some like kills here and there. We got some halberdiers holding the front line for the defenders, some dwarven halberdiers. These poor guys are like, flee, flee for your lives. There's too many of them. There's too many. Make way. Get out of my way. All right, dude, calm down, okay? You're safe now, all right? Calm down. Yeah, he's just kind of falling back, regrouping with these troops. And you can see they've kind of set up a defense over at this mini camp here. And they've got some arrow towers, too. I mean, I look at this, and I just, like, this is going to be tough for the attackers, you know? Like, the balance of power is even, but the defenders have so many advantages, excuse me, where they can hold choke points. They have arrow towers. They have this inner defense. It's going to be tough. So we'll see what the attackers can do here. Over on this side, oh, they're fighting over here. I'm sure you guys are gonna let me know in the comments. Whenever I miss something in the battle, you know, you guys let me know. Like, hey, Apollo, you missed the charge in the forest, you idiot. You were ranting and raving about elves and being immortal. But yeah, there's a big fight going on here. It's Dolgodor. We got a little evil on evil, a little bad on bad. Whew, it's getting spicy. Like, I trained my whole life to fight, and now there's giant ferns everywhere, and I can't see anything. Seriously, these ferns are huge. What unit is this? Look at this. Look at this weapon. That can't be. That can't be right. What is this? Oh, glaives. Gundabad glaives. The old GG. Yeah, they're slicing away at the Uruk-hai infantry. Once again, they're gonna cycle in and out troops. You know, honestly, I've seen that before. I've seen the tactic of cycling in and out troops. I've just never seen it this much. And is there a reason for it? Like Rise of Mordor, it just works really well in Rise of Mordor. I don't know. I mean, it's cool. I kind of enjoy watching it. I just don't know if there's like a practical reason for it. I mean, like realistically, like in a real battle, I totally get it. You know, you're keeping your troops fresh, giving them a break from the front line. Well, this is a cool battle in this tree line. I don't know, it kind of reminds me of Jurassic Park or something. Like you're just gonna see a dinosaur, like, you know, just step in and just like crushing everyone. Oh, the elves are over here. Or maybe it's Jurassic Park, but instead of dinosaurs, you get to watch your favorite fantasy series play out. You just see in the back like a bunch of Jurassic Park Jeeps. You know, they just stop and look. They're like, oh my god, that is actually Uruk-hai infantry. And they're literally killing elves right now. This is amazing. My childhood has come to life. This is what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna create Lord of the Rings world. You know what? Check the description, okay? Kickstarter. Lord of the Rings world. And it's gonna be like the medieval times that visits your local city where you can go in and buy a bunch of overpriced garbage. But with Lord of the Rings. Okay, I'm not really gonna do that. There's no Kickstarter or whatever. GoFundMe. Oh, now we got a little elves on elves. This is the real shame. Woodland elves against the Imladris elves. But it does, well, are they breaking through? Oh, hold on, let's go back over here. Well, we haven't really missed much. I was so addicted, so glued in on that forest battle. I wasn't really paying attention to what's going on over here. But we got some macemen who are taking on the Uruk-hai infantry. So we got a couple units of Isengard that kind of pushed up. I'm not really sure why they did this. Maybe because they were trying to silence some archers or just kind of put some pressure on the attackers. But now we got archers. Oh, did they run out of ammo? Kind of running with their blades out. Like, yeah, we ran out of ammo. It's like, hey, General, we ran out of ammo, so, like, can we be done? Can we be done with the battle? I have no arrows. Like, no, you're gonna go fight now. Oh, jeez. I want to go home. I mean, seriously, like, do you think you have any sense of relief when you run out of ammo? As an archer, like thinking, okay, well, like I can't really do anything right now. Nope, you're going into the fight. That's what you're gonna do now. Oh, now you're gonna be a meat shield. That sounds fun. But nice little flank there on the Uruk-hai infantry. And now the Uruk-hai fight back to back. And you know what? You know, that's if the archers waste their ammo on these archers who are out of ammo, like. That's definitely a win for the attackers. That's a waste of ammo. Don't waste your ammo shooting these guys, really. I mean, it's just a waste. These guys will not rack up a lot of kills now that they ran out of ammo. There we go. Finally, they break the Uruk-hai infantry. And now the dwarves prepare their line of death. We got some, oh, look at this. Dwarven Rangers. What's this? Ranger caught with his guard down. These are ranged travelers. Okay, there you have it. There you have it. Let's go back over to this side and see what the heck's going on. The elves, the woodland elves continue to hold against the dwarves. And we also have Dol in the mix as well. I still can't get over that. I still just think about like Jeeps on a track. Just like, wow. Wow, this is so cool. I mean, like, lore-wise, this battle makes no sense, but like in this exhibit, this is called the who knows what the hell's going on, as we have dwarves on both sides, Isengard joining up with Dale. The woodland elves killing him Ladris. And we got Dol in the mix. Why not? But yeah, this is a nice push. They really need to get through here and push and use this little flank, because it is going to put a lot of pressure on the defenders here. And it might even cause them to fall back a little bit here. And here's the thing. If they break through, or when they break through here, it's going to put some pressure on the defenders, because they're going to have to hold here, here, and here. Because if you leave it open, you can, if there's a road that leads to the town center. So I think what's going to happen, maybe, is that if the attackers can break through here, and as a defender, I would only hold here and here. That's probably what they're gonna do, I assume. We'll see what happens. But I'm really curious by this tactic over here. You see this? They keep throwing in 2 units at a time. This time we've got berserkers now doing their thing, going berserk. But yeah, now we got dwarven warriors going in. So you know what this kind of tells me? I think the defenders are playing for time. I think the defenders are just throwing units into their deaths to slow down the attackers. Ooh, a berserker just cut that the Easterling's head off. Oh. Did they break them or they fall? Oh, they broke. Well, they're just archers, so it's not a big deal. But yeah, it just seems like they're just throwing in troops to slow down the attackers. And I think it's working. I think it's working. Oh, look at this. Look at this. We do have a flanking force moving in. We got the elven horse archers who have about a little less than half ammo. They're going to move in and put some pressure on the flank. That's pretty cool. They might be able to squeeze in here. Probably not, but the defenders are ready for it. They do have a force here ready to go. This is cool. Cool little area. Like there's some Imladris elves. God, I hate the Imladris elves. They always think they're better than us because we live in the forest. You know, we make delicious cookies. They make shoes. I don't know. I don't know. You know, I like to think that they make shoes and cookies. You know, it's kind of like the elves of Middle Earth. They, after defeating Sauron, there's really nothing left to do. You know, like all evil has been destroyed. Melkor has been banished. Sauron has been utterly destroyed. And then, you know, what do the elves do now? I mean, they can go to the Undying Lands. Maybe they went to Earth, where we live, Terra or whatever. You know, and the woodland elves are like, you know what? I kind of like the baking cookie gig. And the Imladris elves are like, you know what? I like sneaking into the shoemaker shop and fixing his shoes. I don't know. You don't know. I could be canon. Possible. But it looks like they are kind of making some progress here through this little forested flank. Yep. There goes a flank right here. Nice little flank. Got some swordsmen. The elves find themselves surrounded. Let's go back over to the other side and check what's going on. Again, look at this. Again. Okay. I think there's a limit to this. I think this, especially sending in elite units like this, you can't just throw in units like this. Because what's going to happen is it's going to give the opportunity for the attackers to flank around. I mean, there are tiny gaps that the attackers can use. They haven't really used them, though. You see this? I don't know what's happening here. Kind of got him surrounded. A little dwarf on dwarf action. Oh, it's getting hot in here. Oof. Is it the summer heat or this dwarf on dwarf action is getting spicy? Yeah, I don't know what's happening. I mean, like, the more they do this, the weaker they're getting. I don't know. I like the idea of sending a couple units. See, they're using the gap there. The tower is fallen. What tower? Oh, the elves over here. They went all the way around. They destroyed this tower. And look at, they're just finding spots. They're stretching out the defenders, making them worry, making them watch every single breach point. It's definitely causing a lot of micro elsewhere, and it's also causing some units to shift over and watch pretty much empty pathways, just because some cav could sneak in. Here we go. They've broken through through the sneaky pathway of trees, is the official name of this location. Sneaky pathway of trees. We got some archers now advancing with Dol Guldur. Elven archers. It's so weird. The elves were like, yeah, we're gonna charge in. Never mind. We're gonna reform. That's what we're gonna do. And they're gonna get their archers in position and try to soften up this force. Or they're gonna go in. Because the archers are in the front line for some reason. I assume they're out of ammo. They are. Here we go. Nice little charge there. We got another charge over here. What is this? Just elven. Oh, that was a cool clash of forces. I don't know, guys. I mean, the more I look at this replay, there's 15 minutes left in this replay, which sounds like a lot. You know, 15 minutes, that's oof. Yeah, get these guys in the fight. They're getting chewed up. But the more I see this, I'm like, they're kind of running out of time. I'm thinking this battle might end over in this area. I don't know. I mean, the defenders look like they're here to defend to the last, because they don't have it. Yeah, even the units they had defending over here, they're now pushed up. So I think this is it. This is the last stand of the defenders. This is going to be the final hold. If they can't hold here, then it's over? Question mark. And the elven crossbows, or not crossbows, the horse archers have not found a way in. So they're just gonna keep riding around, look for an opportunity. That's why horse archers are so powerful. They can really move and do damage from afar. Now this is really tragic, just the dwarf on dwarf stuff. I know we've seen it before, but I hate to see it, you know? Dwarves, come on, you're brothers. Why must you fight? Oh, look at these reclaimers. I mean tomb wardens. These are the reclaimers. Sorry, I think. No, these are the tomb wardens. I don't know. These are the tomb wardens, these are the reclaimers. Okay. Look at all the gold they needed to make this armor. You know, it better be like steel that's plated with gold, because gold is a very soft metal. Alright. They're kind of holding here. We've got dwarven warriors in the mix. So this is a pretty cool front line here. I never thought the dwarf versus dwarf battle would be so beautiful. So this is getting closer and closer to the end. We got the horse archers now moving in this way. Are they going to commit? They're going for a gap. Let's see if they can. Oh, they just barely squeezed by. Like, hey, how's it going? Happy Friday. Hope you have a good day. Oh my God, they sneak in. Those sneaky guys. They're going in now. I can't believe it. I think one guy, he got too close. Like, dang it. I hate Mondays. It's Friday though. At least in this. It's not really Friday today, but whatever. They're gonna charge it and get these archers. This is huge. Like, why do we fight? That was sneaky. That's kind of huge right there. Now is the time for the big push. We've got a general. We've got Dwarven Barak Guard. Dwarven Barack Obama? What? They're charging in with those big old axes, big Gimli axes. So I think we're getting to the point of the final push, as more and more troops are pushing in here. Look at we've got 2 generals in the fight at different areas. They need more infantry, but look at, they're running out of infantry. They need this unit to fall back. Now or never. They've got to deal with this cav. This is a huge win for the attackers, which the attackers now outnumber the defenders by a considerable amount. We've got some Vineland guards going after the horsemen, but the horses are going to quickly disengage here. They were going for the general archer unit, but they're going to try to get out of there before they get locked into close combat. And ooh, it's not looking good. I think they got trapped, but that's okay. They're doing enough distraction and diversions and just causing so much commotion. Look at this, 1, 2, 3, 4 units of infantry that could be holding elsewhere on this front line. Now this defense over on this side, which we kind of forgot to look at, I'm sorry about that, they are starting to break through as well. This is pure panic mode for the defenders. They need to reorganize. They need to get out of here and regroup, and that's exactly what is happening. Look at this big force falling back. I assume they are going to fall back to the inner defense. So what we see over here is just basically the cleanup phase. There is nothing these defenders can really do. All they're going to try to do is bring down as many with them as possible. But over here, all that there's left is some lasagna blades. I know it's not lasagna, but Lasgalen? I don't know. When I first look at it, it looked like lasagna. But yeah, they are holding with the Vineland guards. This is the Dale General. But yeah, they're getting surrounded. So guys, what I'm going to do here is make a little edit. We're going to start it back up once they prepare the hold, the final stand. Alright guys, so they have set up their defense. They were getting harassed by horses the whole way, to this final stand area. And I can't help but think, but the soldiers being like, hey, this doesn't have to be the end. We can fall back. We can get out of there. Nope, there's a big red line. We can't go past it unless we're breaking. Like, nope, yeah, you see that red line? That crazy floating red line? Yeah, we can't go past that. Dwarven soldiers taking on these elves. And this is just gonna, the attackers are kind of running out of time at this point, so they need to kind of get going. Because, who knows, like, maybe this defense can hold for a long time. It's very much possible. And we are down to, they are heavily outnumbered. Almost 2 to 1, kind of close. And now we got more elves. Look at this, some swordsmen. Hey. They're gonna go ahead and join the dwarves, or they're gonna cycle in troops again. Yep, they're cycling in. I don't know, maybe that's what got them the victory. This is the epic cycling battle. An Isengard with these glorious shields. Look at the white hand. called White Hand Stormers. Bunch of troops pushing in the arrow tower. They're like, quick, send an orc archer into the tower. And he's just like trying to fire as quick as possible. He's just like, ah, fire, fire. Kill as many as possible. You know, if this was like a big multiplayer match, I'd be up here shooting down. This is an easy target. Just like, pew, pew, hit, hit, hit. Like Mountain Blade or something. Hit, 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 hit. Oh, man. Over here, they're still holding. There's 4 minutes left in this battle replay. Oh, they snuck in the general. And Isengard has to send in the White Hand Stormers, which I guess he was saving for this moment. These shields are awesome. But now they're getting counterflanked by the elves. My God. What a massacre. Champions of Dol Guldur going into the fight. The champions of Dol Guldur. This is it. This is the big push. The elite units are going at it from both sides, really. We got, oh my God, Lannister. House Lannister. No. It's kind of like House Lannister meets Greyjoy. There we go. That's the Bardings. So yeah, they're just constantly cycling in here. And the defenders are putting up an epic defense. Less than 3 minutes in this replay, but yet the defenders hold strong. And it looks like they kind of re-controlled this area. No more flanking. So things have kind of stabilized for the defenders on this side. The archers opening fire. Look at this. Lords of the Lasagna. Oh, they're out of ammo. Now it's time to join the front line. Desperate times. Oh, but this is, I mean, there's so many champions of Dol Guldur. You know, they must hold a lot of tournaments. That's a lot of they're giving out a lot of participation awards. Look at these champions. No. Clearly it's an elite force. Maybe it's a title you get after like killing a certain amount of, you know, collecting a certain amount of man flesh for the rest of the boys in the squad. Hey guys, guess what I got? What, maggoty bread? Oh God, no, man flesh. Oh, man flesh. I love man flesh. Yeah, me too. Oh man, these orcs. You guys ever wonder what would happen if, like what do you think ints, like, so ints, right? The tree people, do they got like organs and stuff and like blood circulating through their bodies? Or are they just like trees that move and talk? You know? Oh, this is a sad, yeah, this looks like it's it for the defenders. Do you think the ints ever found the ent wives again? What do you guys think? Let me know down below. The ent wives, where'd they go? Are they dead? Did they migrate? Were the ints like, oh, okay, you know, I just had enough of these ent wives. You know, they're always complaining. Oh, you do this, you do that. You don't make as much money as so-and-so. And the ints were like, you know what, ladies? You know what? How about you go way over here and we'll visit you a couple times, okay? Just go over here. We'll visit you, ent wives. So, I mean, what was the lore, right? The ints liked to live in harmony with nature and the ent wives liked to control nature. Classic ent wives, you know what I mean? Like, anyways, a great victory for the attackers. This last stand doesn't hold, but it was still a valiant defense indeed. So let's end the replay. Look at these results. So we got some familiar names here. But yeah, Ellington was playing as the elves. So thank you again Ellington for the battle replay. He's got it. I got his channel linked in the video description. So yeah, definitely a great fight. We got some good kills here from everyone. So this was a lot of fun. I'll just kind of show you all the kills, and you can pause it and see what units did well. Ooh, what is this? Lake Town Guard. Pretty cool. And then over here, oh, these archers look awesome. They look cool. But yeah, I think it just came down to that. Honestly, a big epic moment was that Cav sneaking in. That really helped him out. And I don't know if I was a fan of the sending in a couple units at a time thing. It was definitely very interesting, but I don't know if it helped or not. I gotta look into that. But thank you guys so much for joining me on this battle. This was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Always good to get some Middle Earth battles in there. But I will see you next time on the battlefield.